Hi, this is Tamara from mooglyblog.com, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate round 7 from the Love is Cold ear warmer, which is a free pattern that you can find on mooglyblog.com. Now, the reason I'm showing round 7 is because it's the trickiest round of the pattern. The rest are all pretty straightforward. You start with a round of double crochets, followed by a couple rounds of post stitches. Then we've got some graduated stitches. They start out as single crochets, go to half double crochets, and eventually double crochets here in the white for a couple rounds. Then you've got a round of red here, where you work a series of stitches and you skip some stitches. And these are going to become the hearts. So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate row 7. I've got the working loop of round 5 on a stitch marker here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the stitch marker off. And then I'm going to pull, this is the working loop from round 5. Round 6 was the red row right here. So we're going to start round 7 using the loop from round 5. I'm going to pull it to the front, leaving the working yarn in back. You can see, got the loop in front and the working yarn in back. I'm going to go ahead and reinsert my hook in that working loop. Looks like it's coming through backwards. Let me try that again. There we go. And then pull it down tight to work as I normally would. Then I can pick up the working yarn in my hand. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to end up treating this chain 1 as if it's a stitch later on, but for right now it's just a chain 1. Then I'm going to skip the first of these 3 single crochets right here. I am going to single crochet in the center one, there we are. I'm going to chain 1, skip the next one, and then in the next 4 stitches of round 5 that I skipped before, I'm going to work 2 single crochet 2 togethers. When I do that, I'm going to enclose that chain 2 from the previous round. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's insert our hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, the next stitch of round 5 that is, into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. That's our first single crochet 2 together. And as you can see, that chain 2 of the previous round is trapped right inside. So I'll go to the next 2 stitches and work a single crochet 2 together there. Now we're back at this 3 single crochets, so I'm going to chain 1, work a single crochet in the center one, skipping the first one, chain 1 again. Okay, I'll skip that next single crochet, and then I'm going to work 2 more single crochet 2s together right in the 4 skipped stitches there. 1 and 2, and it's okay to kind of pull the heart out of the way here as needed. Now, I should have mentioned before, I have here in front of me the small size. If you look at the free pattern for the Love is Cold ear warmer on the blog, you will see there are 2 sizes. One starts with 50 stitches and the other starts with 60. This is the one that starts with 50. So that will explain some of the repeats that I do here. But basically, I've got my first set of instructions here, which are in the first set of brackets, where it says chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet 2 together twice, and then to do that whole thing again. So that's once there and again there. So we've repeated that twice. Now we're going to then go to the next set of brackets, which says chain 1, skip 2, single crochet in the next one, chain 1, skip 2, and then work 2 half double crochet togethers in the skipped 4 stitches from round 5. So this is where we get those hearts to really start puffing. We want to angle. As you can see, when I wrap it, I kind of go over here to the chain 2 because I want the heart itself to puff out. So, oops, these are half double crochets 2 together. So I'm going to push this red part here right on out of the way. Go into the next unworked stitch from round 5, yarn over, work another one, And you can use whatever style of half double crochet two together you like here. I've made a previous video where I show alternate versions, but I'll just do the standard one here. Do that again in the next two unworked stitches. Here we are, of round 5. Pull up one, yarn over, pull up the next, yarn over, and pull through all the loops here. Alright, so we did that twice. We're going to do this twice. Chain 1, skip 2, single crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 2, then we come to the next one, half double crochet 2 together twice more. And I know the way this line is written out in the pattern can be difficult if you're not very familiar with following patterns, but it's a matter of breaking down the brackets one section at a time. Okay, so we've done our first set of brackets, which had single crochet 2 together, our second set of brackets, which had half double crochet 2 together. Now we're basically going to treat these next set of hearts here the same way, but they're going to have double crochet 2 togethers. So we chain 1, there we are, skip 2, single crochet in the next, which is that middle half double crochet we made in the previous round, chain 1, skip the next 2, and work double crochet 2s togethers. Never sure how to make that a plural. Double crochet 2 togethers, double crochets 2 together, DC 2 together. We do that twice in those skipped 4 stitches there of round 5, where we just work the white yarn into the round 7 into that previous row there, enclosing completely round 6 in the chain 2 section here. Then once again, we'll chain 1, skip 2, work a single crochet in the middle, chain 1, skip 2, work 2 more, double crochet 2s together here over the chain 2 space, 1, and 2. A little tangle in my yarn here. There we go. All right. And then at that point, we come to what looks like the end of the instructions, except we've got a lot more to go. So you want to look closely. What it's going to tell you now is to go back to the section with the carrots, the first single carrot to double carrot. So what we're going to do now is work our half double crochet sections again. Chain 1, single crochet, skip 2, single crochet in that second one, chain 1 again, and then half double crochets 2 together. We're going to do this twice again, just like before. So you can think of it as kind of like when you were working the previous rounds, where we built up from a single crochet to a half double crochet to a double crochet and then back down again. That's what we're doing essentially now in the stitches that we work between the hearts. So we've worked up to double crochets, and now we're on our way back down with half double crochets. If I were making the larger size, I would have actually had 4 sections with the double crochet 2 togethers instead of just 2. But since this is smaller, there's just 2. So we've gotten 1 section there on the coming down of the half double crochets, chain 1, skip 2, single crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 2, 2 more half double crochet 2 togethers in the unworked stitches of round 5 on the other side of this heart here. Okay, and now it says in the next set of instructions to go back to the asterisk section. Go from the single asterisk to the double asterisk. Asterisk. Asterisks? You know what I mean. Chain 1, single crochet in the center of those 3 single crochets there. This is the back of the headband, so we want it to be a little narrower. That's why we've got just these 3 single crochets. Chain 1. There we go. Skip the next one. Then in these, we're going to single crochet 2 together. There's 1. And there's 2. And then that's the first one. So one more time, we'll chain 1, single crochet in the center of the 3 red stitches, chain 1, skip the last one, and single crochet 2 together right here at the end. Now, this is where we treat that chain 1 funny. And if you've looked at this pattern before I made this video, this row and the beginning of the next row were written a little differently. I've actually changed them while I was prepping for this video. I decided there was a slightly easier way to do that, which I'm going to show now. I am going to slip stitch into that chain 1 we made at the very beginning and treat that as if it were a stitch, like so. All right, so then when we look at round 8, it's going to say chain 1, single crochet right in that chain 1 space, like so, and that'll be the first stitch of round 8. And then you should be able to follow round 8 from there. You're going to work into the chain 1 spaces in between the stitches that we made, as well as the stitches themselves, following the stitch count around. After that, it's just easy peasy, basically a repeat of what you did before, but in the opposite direction, so that you've got the ribbed band at the top as well. So that's all there is to round 7 of the Love is Cold ear warmer. Thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't yet, please do so. We really do appreciate it. And thanks for watching.